Voidist Log 2. Leaders and nations may die, but knowledge must not. We must remember and record what man has learned in our brief time here on terra firma. And even everything variations of ourselves thought they knew. For failure must not be overlooked. The ascension of man will be aided by our efforts if we do as such. When an individual passes into the void, who that person was and what they thought must not be lost. We must record and share the reflections with which we conceive of our existence. A voidist always seeks to, in some way, prepare the ground for future generations of man. That ascension may happen naturally, but more quickly, because of our efforts in fighting the forgetfulness time casts its shadow upon us through. Why forget our hated enemies, the violent supremacists and extremists of every stripe? Let us record all that was done, and how it was done, and why it was done, in the eyes of the actor, that the same mistakes are not performed again, especially the wise. That is where the DNA of events is hidden, and if we find it, may we not forget. We must gaze from behind the man who looks upon his reflection and see his thoughts in it. For one perspective is easy, but that of another is ill-studied by those who do not seek as we do. Seeking an extension of one's knowledge and understanding is the task most natural to the core of a voidist. Without it, we would stagnate or devolve as an individual. A dire thought indeed. If I have ever found anything, it does not mean I was the first, even if it were not recorded. The void contains many campsites that have long been dark, ones from which someone should have taken fire or kept it going but did not. We must rectify this error, while still focusing on making ourselves into an individual who can strengthen the grander presence of spirit. And we must yet remember that to toil alone is difficult. Thus we must seek out others like ourselves and those that are not, engaging with our fellow man, that the network may benefit all. For if all benefit, then our benefit can also be magnified. Rise up.